It's been an insanely busy time for new Switch announcements, and this past week we picked out 6 Switch games we thought looked super cool. Some of you didn't agree, so today we found a whole different style of games, and we present to you 7 newly announced Switch games that just might suck. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switch Force. Gabe is here. Howdy doody, everybody. I'm super pumped for Flint Hook. I'm super pumped for Dead Cells, but maybe not everybody is, so we decided to seek out games that looked weird, a little bit wacky, and potentially terrible, and that is the 7 we are about to present.
Yes, this is a little bit of a response to the comments in the last video where all of you said, hey, all of these weird indie games, they all look terrible, and we honestly are really looking forward to a few of those in the other video. These, I don't think too many people are looking forward to. You guys can let us know in the comments below, but I think it's safe to say that these are going to be a little weird.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see your feedback on these games, like Gabe mentioned, because there are so many Switch games being announced, and we typically try to cherry pick the ones that look awesome, but sometimes awesome is subjective, and therefore we just went weird with this one. So the first Switch game that was recently announced for the awesome hybrid is Millie. Millie is a game from Forever Entertainment, and it's described as a joyful, casual puzzle game that will tease both your wits and your memory. And as you control a millipede in over 90 levels, you've always dreamt of flying, roaming high in the clouds, free from all worries, just gliding through the air like a bird. Unfortunately, you were born as a millipede, and your best chance of launching in the sky is probably in some crow's mouth. Or is it? Rumor has it the local aviation school is accepting new recruits for a pilot course. Seeing an opportunity to make your dreams come true, you seize the moment and embark on a journey of your life. So rise on your feet, all 100 of them, and get going. 90 levels of millipede mania, Gabe.
All of this to basically say this is kind of a snake game. You remember those games from like back when cell phones weren't smart and you played Snake. That's completely what this reminds me of. Yeah, it doesn't look so hot. I don't know how you feel about it, but maybe it'll bring me back memories of playing Snake in high school waiting for the bus. I don't know.
It also will give you flashbacks to Snake Pass last year, which was one of your most passionate games, Gabe. You just that game changed you. And hey, maybe some of you out there are big Bug fans, and this will be your cup of tea. So let us know. But that's going to bring us to my favorite of the list, which is Nicopara. This was just announced today, actually, and it is a game about 2 cat girls who appear at your new shop, La Soleil. La Soleil.
Something.
Yeah, I think it's Soleil.
Sure.
Anyhow, Chocola and Vanilla show up in these boxes, which I don't know why they were shipping girls in boxes, but okay. 2 cat girls who really, really love their master, trying their very best and occasionally failing. A heartfelt comedy opens for business. That is a clever line and also one that is potentially criminal. So I don't know how I feel about this. It's coming to Japan. No American or international release announced, but Q3 2018, get your freak on with some boxed cat girls.
If you are like really into the visual style of this and you actually really want to play it, it's available on Steam now. It has overwhelmingly positive user reviews. 12,000 people say it's overwhelmingly positive. And here's the kicker, Zach. This is a series. This is Volume 1. Volume 2, Volume 3 already out. There's also Volume 0, which is like a $2.99. I'm assuming it's DLC. But yeah, if this is something you think you might like, have at it. It's on Steam now, and it's all kinds of weird, and I want no part of it.
It's definitely La Soleil, the sun.
Sure.
Sun. Yeah, this is going to heat things up for sure. If you're not into cat girls, though, maybe you're into goat guys, and that's where Totes the Goat comes into play. It was recently announced for Switch. It is an arcade game about moving up and down a mountain, and it was out on Android previously, but they're bringing new characters to this port. So, Gabe, if you want to get more goaty action on, more animalistic action, this is where it's at.
Look, the fact that it was on Android leads me to believe this is a game I want to play whatsoever. It was probably free on Android. I doubt it's going to be free on Switch, so, make your own thoughts of that as you will. And just overall, like, the game doesn't look like anything I want to have anything to do with. Mobile games on Switch is not something I like.
It's definitely in the Crossy Road School of Design, which, like, again, there's some merit to those games. I just don't know that I want to pay a premium for them on my Switch when I got stuff like Celeste to play, and also have stuff like RBI Baseball 18 coming to Switch this March. Now, baseball on Switch could be very freaking cool. but the last game was terrible. So this one, we'll see. It should be better than it was. And it's being published by, or at least worked on by the MLB, which is really interesting. And the actual organization itself is helping with this game. So maybe they learned some lessons from last year, but there is all chances that this could be another disaster.
Yeah, 17 was like one of the games that people put on the worst Switch games list. It was not a good port, and I don't know, maybe the extra time on this one, or the practice that they had just even developing for the Switch last time, hopefully they learned, and maybe this one just won't be bad. Who knows? We'll see. This is the one I had the most hope for, I guess, out of all of these. We'll see.
And hey, it's coming in March, so it'll be here soon. Another game coming soon. And look, this one might actually be cool. It's Miles and Kyllo from the people that brought us Kid Trip. 4 Horses is the publisher, and it is a 2D platformer about you and your pup. Gabe, I feel like this speaks to you because you're jonesing for a pet right now, and if you want to collect fruit and soar through the skies, this could be good. But as you guys, or some of you mentioned in the last video, 2D platformers on Switch are a dime a dozen at this point. So we included this because there's just a bajillion, and I don't think it's going to live up to the likes of Celeste or End is Nigh or things of that sort.
I mean, even just visually, this obviously isn't on par with any of the things that you just mentioned. This looks like it runs on mobile, so I don't know if it's ever been there, but yeah, I'm definitely not going to touch this, no matter how much I want a pet right now. And as you know, Zach, the pet I want is not a canine, it is a feline. So anybody has any cats, send them over my way. And Miles and Kyllo, I'll leave this to you.
Next up on our list is a game that the way it was announced may have made some people throw up, and that's Roller Coaster Tycoon for Switch, which in theory should be a great announcement. That's a series that I loved back in the day. It's definitely gone through some bumpy roads. Get it? Some bumpy track, if I want to be a little even more punny.
You're a funny boy.
I'm a regular Rosie O'Donnell. Anyway, it could be good, but their recent installments have not been. And look, they're doing this strange style by crowdfunding. The minimum investment is $250. It's one of those weird crowdfunders where you get like a percentage of the profits. Now, they have come out and said that, hey, even if it doesn't get their $2 million that they're targeting, they're still going to bring it out sometime in 2018. I think it's worth trying. It might be cool. The idea of Roller Coaster Tycoon or a park sim on Switch seems awesome. Being able to take that on the go with you and build at home or on the road. I love that. I just think the way they went about announcing it and the minimum investment being $250 is a little sickening.
I just want to say, don't build on the road. Build somewhere that isn't home. Just don't do it on the road.
Well, maybe if you're a passenger is what I meant.
Oh, sure.
Last but not least, Gabe, is Pickosaur, which is an open-world sandbox survival game with pixels from the people that brought you Ark. It is, in theory, a cool idea, but I'm including it on this list because we have a lot of games of this style now. Minecraft, obviously, has fared very well on Switch. The upcoming My Time in Portia looks pretty darn cool. Do we really need more pixelated block builders? I don't know. We got Dragon Quest Builders hitting February 9th. I know we're both pumped for that. In all honesty, this one looks really cool. I don't really have anything sarcastic to say about it, but there is the potential that it just is too much of even a good thing, and we don't need another creative mode, put the blocks down and build your house with torches fest.
Yeah, I mean, this one, it seems to offer a lot. It has procedurally generated worlds, there's character customization and progression, over 100 dinosaurs and other creatures to train and tame and ride. So, I don't know. I mean, this one could be cool, honestly. This one I might give a go, and maybe we can as well, because it does have single and online multiplayer, Zach. So if we wanted to become trainers together here and get all the dinos, we could do that. But,
yes.
Well, yeah, like you said, I think it's just this pixel art style has kind of been done to death. Like, even more so than the platforming.
Yes, and to clarify, it is a official game, like an official licensing deal with Studio Wildcard, who are the developers of Ark. It's being put to platforms by Snail Games, so it's a different developer, but they're working in concert with the official developers. This isn't like a ripoff or anything. It's actually official, and it's coming to other platforms as well, and will be hitting Steam Early Access and Xbox Games Preview in March. Switch, TBD. Look, These games may be great. We kind of want to have a little fun with it because normally we pick ones that we think would be awesome. And some people lately have just been sick of indies and sick of announcements. So we wanted to find just some kooky, weird ones. So no hard feelings for any of these games, and hopefully no hard feelings if you're a big fan of something like Totes the Goat or RBI Baseball or Nico Para. It was more in jest, and we just wanted to see what you thought of a really eclectic and oddball list of upcoming Switch games. So let us know your take and your thoughts in the comments down below, everybody. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from Switch announcements, both wonderful and weird, and sometimes just downright wacky. Until next time, everybody, for myself and Gabe, thanks so much for watching. We love you. Switch Force out.